No. You want to hear something? Mikey was like, why don't you talk to Jim about fishing beforehand so he can get it all out? Yeah. I'm like, hell no. I'm like, I have to listen to it every day. I'm like, I ain't going to start the conversation.
I just figured that if you got him talking about it before we started, he wouldn't be talking about it when we started. Well, it was a great plan.
Link that Brandon sent me.
You know.
All that means is that I have to listen to the same story twice.
Well, as long as you're listening to it, not me.
Take one for the team, Gwen.
Take it for the
Take
team.
one for the team.
Okay.
It's my fire, and it loves me.
Number you have reached is not in service.
Welcome to Byte This, episode 10. Can you believe, G-Well, that it has been 10 episodes?
Yeah, I can count it all on my fingers alone.
Not those deformed fingers.
Should be screwed when we hit the next one.
Oh yeah, what are you gonna do? Start counting toes
Use
and
my
fingers?
toes.
Yep. One more, you guys start counting your toes.
That's right.
Currently exclusive and first heard on Shining Stars Radio at shiningstarsradio.com and chat.
Click the button on the right, chat to the presenters, and talk to us.
Very low people last week. I was not happy. Get your butt in the chat room and talk, including you guys right there who weren't there last week.
I left it on. I just wasn't there.
I had important stuff to do.
Steven, no. I'm not asking. Not asking.
You sure you don't want to ask?
Anyway, I'm your host, ADHD Mike, and joining me is G-Wow. Gem Fishing Buddha.
Hey.
The Carpenter, Stevie Christ.
The time has come. Execute error 37.
Oh, Star Wars reference, right?
Star Wars via Diablo, yes.
Oh, okay.
Error 37.
Oh, nice catch. Steve is currently suffering from a really difficult tooth pain, abscess stuff. Not good.
Yes, it was very bad yesterday. I had to go to the ER.
And he's still here on the show. I don't know why.
He's dedicated.
I'm tired of doing the show.
Because I have happy pills to get me through.
This'll be an interesting show.
You can catch us on Facebook at Byte This Podcast and like us. And don't forget to slap my joystick, which is our other one. Like that. Catch us on Twitter at ADHD_Mike.
GUINAVEREEM.
Pyrotech79, PYROTEKK79.
I got a few people on Twitter. Like,
Did you?
I think they're just like metal spammers or something about music and whatever. I don't know. I was kind of excited until I decided I didn't want to be excited anymore. That was cool.
Okay.
Well, you can only be excited for so long. Then, get through that orgasm thing. Then you're no longer excited.
I get excited every time I get a new follower. I'm like, yay, it's people.
I don't know if she said father or follower.
I don't know.
Followers.
I was like, what?
Followers. Okay, I must pronunciate. Followers. Every time I get one,
Are you
I
getting
feel happy.
like G-daddies on the side?
G-daddies. No, but I like the terminology.
On this episode, we teach pronunciation. So we talk better to our listeners. Pronunciate.
It's harder to pronunciate when you're playing with the little people on your fire.
You should stop
Tack.
playing that thing.
I'm not really playing it, I'm just watching.
You're watching the people.
Yes, I'm watching them. Get me money.
That's not weird at all.
No, not at all.
So let's just tell Gwen what happened on Game of Thrones last night because.
No, do not ruin that for me.
Watched it yet.
Oh, you haven't?
I fell asleep. It was late by the time I got back from the hospital.
Oh, I'm not spoiling anything, obviously. It was a good one, though. So what's been going on, guys? What's been going on, guys? Okay, Jim, just do something.
Why is everybody kind of giving me this weird look?
Make up something.
Well...
Talk about Alaska.
No.
I have a
Okay,
dream
we
of the last
okay,
day.
jump off subject I've been talking about. We had our union meeting this weekend.
Boo.
Yeah, the place I work, we had a big union meeting because they didn't want to give us our raise in June. We're supposed to get an 80-cent raise, and they're saying because of the economy and this, they didn't want to pay us it. But they, I guess, said they taken cuts, but I don't know. The stuff, everything going on, it just doesn't. I don't think they've done enough to show us like we should be willing to give up ours, because they haven't really gave up enough on their end. So we just voted no on it, saying that we want our 80 cents. So it's possible they might shut the doors.
80 cents, 80 cents, 80 cents.
Yeah, it's big anymore getting that,
Well, yeah,
getting
it
some
is.
kind of raise. And they worked in a union contract years ago when we were at war and all this glass was going out. And for anybody to know, like, my job's more or less to make, we help build military glass. We build bullet-resistant glass and bomb-resistant glass. Build all kinds of stuff, heated windows. It's a pretty neat little process when you're there to actually see how it's done. I did go fishing.
Yeah.
Now back to that. Yes, I
Okay,
did go
you got
fishing for
1
a little
minute.
bit. Okay, I'm what time it. Did go fishing for a little bit, here and there, on a canoe again. Caught a few trout, nothing like real big what we were after. Did see another golden rainbow trout, no palomino floating around. We didn't get it this time, but we know there's more in there, and we're probably gonna hit it again, more and more and more, because it's fishing season, and I like going fishing.
No.
Do you?
Kind of.
Do you like going fishing?
Yes, but it's not a problem. It's just a passion. It's a hobby.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody keeps
That's
saying
what
a
they all
problem.
say.
I know. Everybody keeps saying yeah, it's a problem. I'm like, no. They're like, well, first step to admitting it is admitting, that you have a problem or whatever. It's the first step. And I said, well, I don't have a problem. That's why I'm not admitting it. Some
But-
people's kids.
Oh,
That's all I gotta say.
that's all you gotta say?
That's all I gotta say about that. But that's
Okay.
been about my week. I said doing a little fishing, and we had a whole big union meeting thing, which is, was supposed to be kind of big, and that's about it.
I'm not eating this time. It's good news. I won't have nah.
I will here in a minute.
Jiva, what have you been up to?
Trying to get in for CPR First Aid
Wow,
classes.
this is turning into like a work related.
I want to work. I'm tired of being laid off. I hate not working.
I can't tell if you're
I
tired
want
of
a
being laid or
job.
laid off.
Wow. No, I want a job. I want a good job. I want to help people.
Help me.
I just want a good job that pays well and retires me early.
I want that too. I want to retire early.
That way I can go fishing.
I'm gonna
I'd
retire.
like to retire at like 45.
I'm gonna retire at Daddy Dark One.
I'm going to try to retire at 55, 56.
That'll work.
Yeah, full benefits.
I'll pay for my insurance till I hit 55.
So that's all you've been doing with Jiwa?
I went to a cookout, and I've been playing with my fire, and
Our lives are much more exciting. I know this.
social networking, and chilling with some friends, some peeps.
And that crazy daughter of yours, she was all killing lightning bugs.
Yes. Okay, there we are, right? We're at this cookout with like family, and the little kid, there's one little girl there, her name is Luca, and she's like, oh, look at the little fireflies, they're my little pets, this and that, and like all cute with them. There's Aurora, she's like squishing their butts and like smearing them on her because it still glows, and she's like, rah! She's like, I'm queen of the lights. And she's like smushing them like on the ground and everything like that. She's like, I'm queen of the lights. I think we're gonna traumatize this little kid. That kid's just like running around like she did it, like wore paint on her face and on her like clothes, and then she put it on like the fingertips like E.T. And she was like running around, rawr.
So at least you
Pretty
always
funny.
knew where she was.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
I've actually seen people put them in their mouth so that their teeth would glow.
Ew.
Really?
Yeah, I do
Okay,
that.
she didn't go that far.
Never thought about that.
Oh, now Jim's gonna walk around like, check us out. Check me
out.
out.
Well, that's all right. Before that, she was gathering walnuts or whatever they are. I think that's what they were.
No, they weren't walnuts. They were, I think, No, I don't know. I didn't really get to see
Nuts.
beech nuts or something.
Anyways, they were some kind of nut and that fell from the tree. And Aurora decided that they were coconuts. So she ran around going, I'm queen of the coconuts.
A nut that fell from a tree.
Go figure.
Steve, what have you been up to? I'm tired of G-Well's nuts.
Well, for one, excruciating pain. And went to the hospital last night. Of course, they don't know anything about teeth. But to amplify how it feels, at times it feels like my entire right side of my teeth are being ripped out of my head. But what's odd is, like, this has been it started Wednesday, but really it wasn't that bad, so I was like, okay, I was going to go to the dentist this upcoming week. Then last night it hit me so bad, I mean, there was nothing I could do, I had to go.
Yeah.
So all day, just about all day yesterday. Like, I went to the beach yesterday, I took the kids, first time I ever had them down there. Meant to go fishing, but it was like 30-mile-an-hour gust of winds, and as you walk across the platform to walk down to the beach, the wind's blowing so hard it feels like you're walking through a sandblaster.
Oh, that's right. You were at the beach here. That's what. That was kind of cool to the picture you had on Facebook.
The kids had a blast. Like I said, it's the first time they've been down there. Like, there's this one little drop-off. It was like a little drop-off bank, probably like 16 inches high or something. Hayden will, like, walk over to it and just keep walking and stand and hop a little bit until the ground would give off under him. So then he'd fall down into it and he'd climb back up and take a couple steps down and he'd walk up to the edge and bounce a little bit until the ground gave out under him.
Nice.
That's cute.
And
Yeah, he had a blast.
You were doing all this through all that pain.
That's the thing. I didn't have any pain. The entire time I was on the beach, I never felt a thing. It wasn't until we decided, we're going to go get lunch because there's a little picnic area down the road that I got in my car that it actually kicked in. Then the guy I worked with, he had back surgery, so he had some stuff on him. So I took one of them, then it wasn't bad. I mean, it would come and go throughout the day after that, but then, like, when I was coming home, I was drinking a Frappuccino.
That's what does it, the hot stuff.
No, a cold one.
Oh.
So the only time it wouldn't hurt was if I put that in my mouth and, like, held the ice on it, it was fine. So then as soon as it would start warming back up, then it just started getting excruciating. I mean, then I had to, I'm going around getting ice water, anything I could just do. I'm grabbing Ambisol, like, whatever I could put in my mouth to try to kill the pain.
I guess something you could put in your mouth.
Ice was the only thing that would work.
I swear, tooth pain is the worst pain.
This is why I'm glad I just had mine taken out. Seriously. No, I don't know. Because I remember that pain kind of, and that's not fun. But Steve's still here with us, thankfully.
He's a survivor.
He might be high right now, but he's here with us. I was listening out my window last night. I was trying to play a game, and I heard all this weird freaking noise out the window.
Out the window.
Out the window. Up in the woods. Freaked me out, G-Well. I thought there were cats banging, and they weren't.
Did you survive?
Well, yeah, after I freaked out, because they were like... Well, hold on, I got a sound clip of it. I only got like 3 seconds of it, though. Shh. See if it plays. There we go. Hey, it sounds like freaking Africa outside my window.
It does.
But I didn't get too much of it. They were going on for like a minute or so. It scared the crap out of me. I was like, I better close my window here. Someone's gonna eat me. Of course, as soon as I started recording, it died down.
That's the way it works.
It's sad, Gwen. It was sad.
That's the way it always works. Like they had the parachute surfers. You know how they carry their big parachute and they're like on a surfboard.
Yeah.
And they let the wind carry them back and forth. It's like I recorded some of them out there because since it was so windy, I mean, they were everywhere. And it's like every time, as soon as I put the camera down, one of them would like do a spin or something where the parachute would like lift them clean out of the water and stuff. It's like, oh, they're jumping out of the water. So I pulled up and then they're just like going back and forth, flying back and forth across the water. As soon as I put the camera down, somebody jumps up out of the water with it. It's like, come on! Never when the recorder's playing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, other than that, I got some games in this week, but we'll talk about that later. Was out and about.
Out in a boot.
Finally, found Headache Hill finally in Glendale. Took Jess there.
I told you. It was right behind you.
I know, it was right behind me, right? I'm like, where is it? No, it's like there's not even a sign that says, like, right on that road that says Headache Hill.
No sign at all?
No.
I thought there used to be.
There should be. I mean, now I know where it's at. Kind of. No, I probably still forget.
Cross the bridge, make the first right. Head down that way.
Little bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Before the big bridge.
Yeah. Hit the big bridge, you went too far.
Yeah, it was on Long Road or whatever, and yeah, it was nice. Of course, you get up there and you get mosquitoes there, but she liked it. That was cool.
Yeah, as long as you guys have fun.
Went down to the lake then because, you know, I like to skip rocks. So I'm going to skip rocks. G-Wow, do you skip rocks?
Not very well. It does once.
Saw some bass next to the dock.
Oh,
And out there.
really? No,
Out
you're
near
speaking my language.
There's out near Turtle Cove or whatever it's called. There's some big, like, not big ones. You
Yeah,
know.
well, they're spawning. Well, it might be coming out of it now, but the basses have been spawning, so it's been hard to catch any.
I was looking for turtles, but.
I
you know,
remember going there. I think we went there once in school, and I think it was a field trip a long way.
Yeah,
I barely remember,
yes, we did.
I think it was out to that Turtle Cove, and we went out there, and we actually did see a couple like little turtles.
But you know, it's funny though. It doesn't look
we
like
weren't allowed to bring them home.
there was
I
like.
tried.
Do you remember there was like trees and bushes and stuff?
Yeah,
There's not. It's all just like dirt.
flatten it out.
Yep. I was like, oh, thanks. Nah, there's not going to be any turtles around here.
No.
But yeah, then I went to the rest of the dam or the lake because I was like, you know, that's where all the scary stuff is.
Right.
There's some guys just sitting there, a couple guys sitting there, sitting on the rocks, laying down on them, smoking cigars. I'm like, dude, you not know that's where the rattlesnakes are? Why would you want to do that?
Well, we got over at Keystone there. We have like a little rock formation on the breast too, and it's full of like copperheads are in there.
Yeah.
They'll come out, you know, with the sun and stuff, and you know, for the heat and things. Well, that don't bother them people. They go down there anyway, and they'll see them. They'll be out there laying, and you know, they just like, yeah, there's one right there. They don't care. But the only thing is, if you see them, it's not so bad because you can see them. You can kind of avoid them.
Right.
But the rocks all have space in between them, and they go down inside.
Right.
So you gotta watch walking down there, because if you get in by the one of them cracks and snakes are in there, you know, upset them enough,
Right.
they're gonna strike. And I guess 2 years ago or something, somebody did get bit. That's why they closed it off the 1 year. But it's back on reopen where you can fish off it now. But you gotta watch.
Yeah. Stupid rocks. But anyway, it was a good time. She had a good time. I had a good time. Steve had a good time. Jivo had a good time. Jim had a good time.
Good times.
I fished.
We had adventures. But, okay, let's get to the news. So, guys, we're all on Verizon. We have Verizon phones. And
I like Verizon.
Yeah, I like Verizon service. It's all I've ever really used.
Me too.
Steve, what about you? You got Verizon.
I have Verizon.
Chivo has Verizon. She probably just doesn't realize it.
No, I know it's Verizon.
Thought she was gonna say what now, huh?
And we all like our data plans. We all like to use data on our phones, smartphones, or whatever.
Yeah,
But there might be a problem with us. We all thought we were going to be grandfathered into unlimited plans because we've been contracted with them for so long
Yes.
that they're talking about.
I don't know if I want to hear this.
They're talking about eliminating the grandfathered 3G unlimited data plans and putting us down to what normal users do, which is like 2 gigs or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
They're
2
trying to make
gigs.
us be normal users.
No, I was there first. I'm a loyal customer. I earned my right. I'm not going to stand for this. I will write mean letters to people.
You
Well,
go,
first
girl.
they already took away the fact that, you know, where they give you the extra $100 off of a new phone.
Yeah, or something like that. That 50 to 100 or whatever, 30.
Yeah, well, depending how if you wait for 2
Oh,
years.
I remember
and
that
stuff,
getting
but-
like the $50 off of them.
Yeah.
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 Well, here's what they're saying, because there was obviously a lot. People were like, "What is going on with this crap?"
Right.
Verizon kind of says in a roundabout way, anyone purchasing a smartphone from this summer forward on subsidy pricing will be pushed into tiered shared data. If you choose not to buy a smartphone on subsidy, whatever, I guess that means that you'd have to buy it full price. If you want to stay with 4G.
Pretty much, you don't redo your plan.
Pretty much, if you got to renew your contract and you get the price where you pay like $200 for a phone, it would be $500. Then yes, you will go. They will bump you down to not being grandfathered in anymore. So you won't be unlimited anymore. Basically, if you renew your 2-year agreement from this summer forward on any line by buying a discounted phone, you lose unlimited. You want to keep it, you got to buy you pay the full price for the phone.
Yeah, pretty much what you're saying is
They're getting their money
you
one way or
redo your
another.
contract, you're going down. Because
That's not fair.
After your 2 years is up, you still on the plan. They just kind of do month to month till you do a new plan.
Yeah.
But you stick with that same plan; it never changes. But once you redo it, you can either keep it or whatever.
Yeah, there's an online petition and all that. this is garbage.
Yeah,
There's a
because I don't
petition.
see what the whole
My
big
name will be
deal
on it.
of it is.
I know. It's like you got to stop capping everything.
But I mean, how can they do that if everybody else is still going to have unlimited? I mean, you have these Cricket phones or Boost or whatever they are that have unlimited phone that
Right.
you don't even need a contract for.
Mm-hmm.
So how can they get?
I think
Oh.
I think they're gonna get bit in the ass because I think what's gonna happen is like all these other people. I mean, I know AT&T does it too. They got their crap and their caps, but eventually other companies are gonna be like, you know what, we're gonna offer this.
Yeah, they're just bringing up the smaller companies up by saying, okay, everybody else is cap, and we just won't, and people are going to start going towards them because they're not going to have that cap.
And this is like the same thing with Comcast, who only allows you 250 gigs a month on their internet service, but who are now considering upgrading to 300 or more.
Well, 250 is a lot.
It is a lot, but not when today's world is
But
like
with
HD,
the
HD,
whole-
HD.
yeah, because I seen when we had Netflix, a lot of that was HD, and I'm like, man, run this is I will hit that cap
Yep.
if I run movies, through Netflix every day. HD, I'm going to hit that cap.
Well, I mean, that's me. Like I do a lot of driving, and when I do driving, I run Pandora all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I mean, even a lot of times at work, I'll turn Pandora on, put headsets on when I'm working.
Yeah, and it can eat that bandwidth up, and it's like now that I have 4G available around, I don't use Wi-Fi anymore. I just like 4G it, and I'm always using the data now.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know. Stop capping. Bad news, Brown.
I will change
No, they're
companies
just
before
trying
I
to
go on a cap.
make more money out of it. So, because they know people are grandfathered in, probably downloading a whole bunch, especially with the 4G now. They're like, oh, why use Wi-Fi? Even for the bigger files, it's just going to be like, use 4G. It's fast too.
Yeah.
And now they're probably using a lot, and they're like, well, if we cap everybody, we're going to make money, because if they do this with the caps on, they're going to have to pay for it, which is a lot, with per megabyte, and they'll make money off of it.
It's very sad, but I can see a lot of pushback on this one. Whether it will do anything, I don't know, but I can see people pushing back on this one.
I know I will. I am not about that. I hate when companies, cheap you out like that. They make a ton of money. Verizon's huge.
Well, it's like I was talking to one of the guys that was working on his house one time, and I forget what phone service he said he had, but he's like, everything's the same. When they start off, they're all small and they're all nice. It's all about the people, but then as they get this big, then screw the people.
Yep.
Yeah, because they're making the money. They don't care about the people no more.
It's like, can you hear me now? Mm-hmm. Not very soon if you keep this up.
Mm-hmm. So, do you hear about the Leap motion controller that could revolutionize gaming?
No.
It's a discrete,
Really?
USB box, and it offers amazing precision. It can differentiate between
Work on
fingers and thumb.
Pronunciation.
Knows a pencil from a pinky and throws up an 8 cubic feet area of motion sensing that claim to be 200 times more precise than existing motion sensors. You can actually pre-order one for only $70.
Really?
It's really nifty.
They have a video on there.
I
I've seen
saw the
video.
headline of that. I didn't
Did
actually
ya?
read the article.
There's
though.
a video, a part of it, and I did watch the video, and it's pretty neat because they have some games on there to play, along with gun shooting and stuff like that. But they said about, like she was saying, about the accuracy and everything. It looks really accurate, and stuff you can do with it. I said it's just like this rectangle little box. I guess it's USB connected, and they're talking about it's used for PC, but it's going to revolutionize the gaming world through it, I guess.
Wait, what's see, I only saw this real quick. So, what's the point of it?
It's kind of like the idea of the Kinect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but imagine it 10 billion times more precise.
You can sit there with a
it
pencil,
yeah.
or recognize a pencil, and while you're going, you can actually write, draw, whatever, just in the air. You can sit there our touchscreens.
Mhm.
You know how you zoom in, zoom out, or what's that movie? Tom Cruise in it.
Minority Report.
Minority
Yeah,
Report,
say
like
Minority.
like that computer screen, how you're doing with the hands and twisting and everything and breaking it and flopping it. Well, you can do
Well,
that.
they put that kind of look on a lot of movies and shows and stuff. I always thought that'd be awesome. It's like I want something like where they have like the whole tabletop where they just come over and they like reach over and they slide a file over.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Dude, that would be awesome.
I think the best way to explain this is actually gonna be a good idea. Is you know how a touchscreen works?
Mhm.
You know,
No.
it's the exact same precision as like a touch screen, except for you can distance yourself.
Yeah, you're just
Depends on
not
the touch
touching.
screen.
True.
Like,
Technically-
a good
technically
one,
these-
a good touch
Well, I'm
screen.
just saying these phones, like they're not really like phones. They don't have precise touch screens.
Well, I am like it's like a
I'm just-
you
I-
take
I-
a
I start
style
screwing you
you
up.
take like a stylus like on a touch screen or whatnot, and you can get that precision. Like you can write your name and stuff like that. That kind of precision with the concept of the Kinect.
Yeah, it'll recognize, I guess, everything like from your thumb to your forefinger. It'll recognize the difference between them.
What if you were to use your member?
Good question.
I just wonder.
But no, it does. It does. I said, I've seen the video, and I think she watched it, and it does look really like a really good idea. And that's the first thing it reminded me of was like Minority Report, where he's on the screen,
that
he's flacking
like,
everything.
like Steve said, it's awesome.
Yeah, so you could take your hands on it, rotate the screen, split, zoom in, zoom out, toss stuff. I mean, it's just like the programs they were showing. It's pretty good. And then what else was on there when they had stuff they showed? It was games. Something.
They showed Angry Birds. They showed
It's all right.
Fruit Ninja.
Oh, that's right.
They did aeroplane control and precise censoring of every child's natural handgun to replicate shooting a revolver while playing the HDR demo level for Half-Life 2. Imaging, controlling, and RTS with your fingertips, casting spells with hand gestures, or slicing up bad guys with a flick of your finger.
The airplane one was actually neat because what they showed with the game they had is you would actually take both hands and put them together, and you're pretty much flying the airplane as if your hands were the plane. If you wanted to turn, you would pull one hand down and kind of tip the other one to start to turn. And the shooting one, you'd actually get your finger like a gun and squeeze your thumb to actually activate the shooting. I mean, it's a really neat
the concept sounds all right, and if it works right, that's cool. And if you can do cool stuff with it, that's awesome. But I'm not into that motion gaming anymore.
This is good though.
It's going to be epic.
This I don't have this written down, but talking about that controller reminds me of something. I think it was something that Xbox was tossing around for the new system, but it's supposed to be a controller that kind of recognizes your hand.
Oh, I think I've seen a story, but I forgot what it said.
It's like supposed to be a controller that I don't know if it like picks up how you hold the controller or whatever. So they're trying to make it where like maybe if you pass the controller off to somebody else, then it'll know like who's holding the controller, and then maybe like be able to change your settings based off of knowing who's has the controller in their hand and stuff like that.
I did see that, and it's actually really, really cool. I just didn't read it all, and I don't have it anymore on my phone.
That's what I'm saying. It's one that I like skimmed over a while back, but I forgot about until she was talking about that controller.
It's almost like a cool what do they call it? Like a security system in a way, like logging in and out of accounts by using bio. Man, why can't I go to school for this? And I can't think.
Hopefully your teacher's not listening.
I doubt it. Whatever. That kind of security where they retina scans and all that.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking
I forget what it's
about.
called. But anyway, that's what it kind of reminds me of. It's a really neat idea.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if they can get it to pass off right.
Yeah, I mean, you have to put some good tech in there. You don't want like, it doesn't work after this. Blah, 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 blah. Although, I mean, then you have to sit there and say, is it really worth putting that extra money in there for it? Because really, I can just get another controller, or just turn it off or whatnot, or log out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why pay more money for something really you don't need? Like, do you?
Yeah. I mean, like, whereabout is it? Like where I'm at now, that's the first thing I think of. It's like, do I really need this? If I don't, no. Now, if I had a bunch of money, I'd be like,
isn't
hey,
the right
sure, what the heck?
word.
It's more a want. That would be a want.
Do you really want it? Like, how bad do you want it? How much does it scream your name?
Depends how much money's in my pocket. Just saying.
That's pretty much my answer with a lot of things.
Right? See? Steve knows.
Steve knows how to roll.
Mm-hmm.
Probably why I can't hit the lottery. But like, Bob, I'm buying everything.
Steve will buy the world.
It's like, you when guys coming down, check out my pad. You'll walk in, or like, you'll have like the runway LED walkway going in.
There you go.
Which one thing I have already decided is like the way I want my house designed. I want like an underground game room, so you can't even see it like based off the outside of the house. It's gonna be something completely underground.
Nice.
And then I don't know if you ever watched Doctor Who, where they always talk about the TARDIS, how it's bigger on the inside than the outside.
Oh, the TARDIS. Yep.
But my entranceway is going to be like the doorways of the TARDIS as you walk in. So you're going to walk into this big game room under the ground. That's my house.
That'd be
That's
nice.
my house.
So, Steve's been playing Diablo 3. Steve, did you know that somebody finished Diablo 3 in 12 hours?
I saw that.
And
It's like, how? Here I am. Like, I started playing it the day it came out, and I think I have a level 10. But it's like, why would you go through it that fast anyway?
I don't know. I don't know. I haven't played the game. It's not up my alley right now. But is it really difficult? Like, is it 12 hours an accomplishment? Like a real big accomplishment?
Well, so far, like I said, I'm only in Act 1 yet. Because I'm the kind of person, like, any game I play, I have to check every stinking corner. I'm not happy until my map is completely explored. More or less, I have to go through everything with a fine-tooth comb. That's why it takes me so long to play those type of games.
Right, you take your time and do your thing.
But I did read something this morning where they say Act 2 gets a little bit harder to actually play, so I don't know yet.
Well, apparently...
But so far, Act 1 is pretty breezy. It's just, clicking.
Slash, yeah. Like, I mean, apparently the guy finished the game in 12 hours and 29 minutes, played as a barbarian on normal difficulty, and reached level 32, had 8,368 lifetime kills, 412 elite kills, and collected 168,481 gold during his run. I don't know if that's a lot or not, but...
Yeah, I couldn't say or 8 offhand, but...
No, I would
But even still, I mean, to beat the game... Why would you even want to beat the game in one day? I mean...
I don't know, as it says Jim.
Some people are just about records. They something to brag about. Come on, it's male ego.
No, not all the time, because I get a game, and if I like it, it's not so much, I'm just going to play this until I beat it because of my male ego. I just play it. If I like it, I'll play it until I beat it. It's just, and, like, I don't do, like, what Steve does. It depends on the type of game. A couple games I will fine-tooth comb it, but most likely I'm just going to play the game and just to go through it. So when I do... I just sit there steady, get through, beat it, and I'm like,
you don't blink.
Yeah, and then I don't blink, so I don't take time.
I mean, that's like a lot of games now. They have like all the little extra things. You find this and find that, and I don't know. I guess that's where I just picked up the habit that it's just if you have to take a right and there's a little path to the left, and even though you see it's a dead end, it's like I gotta go down and see what's down there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'll do that once, but not too much. Like so in Skyrim, I end up beating the main missions, never did side quests. I went through, I beat it. I thought it was like, well, this was kind of quick. Well, it's because I didn't do really any of the side quests. I just kind of went through the main quest, beat it, and was done with it.
Well, you do know that Max Payne 3 outsold Diablo 3 box copies in the UK.
Yeah, I've seen that actually. It was a top
Really?
game in the UK this past week, and it should be.
I was a little bit shocked that they outdid Diablo.
Well, yeah, but
That's
UK's
box.
differently.
That's box sales too.
Yeah. I mean, they don't
'Cause,
count digital distribution.
Because like even me, I mean, I didn't buy the box. I updated because it was going to be a game I was going to buy anyway. So what they had on for World of Warcraft, they had a deal where if you enter for the annual thing, so say you guarantee that you're going to keep your WoW account open for a year, they give you a mount and then they give you a free download of Diablo.
Right.
So pretty much it already unlocked everything on my computer and all that, and all I on the release day, all I had to do was download it.
Nice.
My activation was already activated and everything.
So speaking of Diablo 3 and Max Payne being awesome, Steve, do you have any problems with Diablo 3?
Right now, no. Day one, yeah, there was all kinds of problems.
Yeah, like I was reading all this stuff about people they couldn't log in and they were getting booted out and and stuff wasn't saving right, or I don't know. Maybe you can.
Then the server crashed. Well, I mean, like I said, saving problems. I still don't like the whole requires you to be online.
No.
Although it is pretty neat because like if Steph's playing like I can see your name, and all I have to do is click quick join, and it'll automatically pop me into her game. Which I mean, it's pretty neat.
Right.
But yeah, but like I said, a lot of things. If I have my computer at work, you know, I want to be able to just sit there and play. I don't want to have to worry about logging in, or you know, I don't have internet or.
Yeah, and that's something I don't like about this whole like where people are, where companies are going now, especially with PCs and whatever. And it's like you have to always be like online, and if you don't, then like stuff starts not working.
Though there Friday night, remember I was saying about my modem's going up.
Hey, Steve took his shirt off.
But
yeah, I remember that.
I think it's the Wi-Fi, because it's like right now I'm tied in hardline on the laptop, but it's working fine. But when the Wi-Fi was going out, I mean, I was trying to play Diablo and it was lagging so bad. You know, I went in to click this chest and all these things came up and there's skeletons everywhere, and then I'm dead before I even knew what happened because I couldn't click anything.
Actually, I was listening to another podcast that was mentioning about how like all this, you know, lag was actually a problem too. Like, and they said it was very bizarre to have lag for an offline game like that, where everything was just, you know, all of a sudden you're playing catch up, like the frame rate and everything. A lot of problems with that opening couple days or so.
But that's the point. I mean, something like that, you don't need to be live.
I know. I hate that idea of always online. I mean, not everybody has internet access.
Mm-hmm.
So
and a lot of those people that do, I mean, they might not. Like, I've read things where they complain that, you know, it's not the fact that they can't afford it; it's the fact that they don't offer it in the better internet service in their area.
Right. So,
because like where I'm at, the only thing I can do DSL, but I can't get FiOS where I'm at. It's not available.
Yeah, and they kind of stopped working on FiOS for the moment, but
yeah, because we can't get FiOS here yet.
You're right though. Now you have DSL, which is kind of like actually like old school now compared to what they're doing now. It doesn't have the, you know, super fast bandwidth or anything anymore compared to what's out there now. So yeah, I don't know. Companies are. I mean, you're losing sales if you're going to do that. You know, I mean,
I wouldn't doubt it.
It's like, oh, I want to pick this game up, but you know, I don't have good internet, or I'm not going to have internet connection where I'm going.
But then, like, okay, which just falls in. I was reading on this morning, but like they said, if say that later on down in the future, like to this day, I mean, I even still now and then download Diablo 2 and play it.
Yeah.
But they said just up to the release of it, I mean, they're still playing Diablo 2 online. So now if everything revolves around having to have their server, what if they decide to pull their plug on their servers?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Isn't there an auction house in Diablo 3? Did you see anything about that yet?
I haven't messed with it, but I have seen the link for it.
I think it got delayed or something because of all the other problems, but I forget, you're supposed to be able to sell in-game things or whatever. It's an interesting idea.
I'm assuming it's just like in World of Warcraft, you know, you go to the auction house, put your stuff in there, and...
Right.
Well, I know we continuously talk about zombies. It seems to come up almost every single episode.
Actually, what's funny is that I had a conversation with Jamie yesterday, and he was like, "Did you notice there are more alien stuff coming out now than zombies?" I was like, "Yep." Maybe we're transitioning.
And I'm not big on promoting companies and stuff like that, but this is really interesting. If you go to www.zombiesurvivalcourse.com,
oh no,
you can actually go through a training program starting at $150 to learn how to survive if zombies attack the world.
Are you serious?
Dead
For
serious. It is for a day class. Day class includes continental breakfast, full lunch, snacks, hands-on tactical training classes, training on firearms, crossbows, supplies, transportation, and much more.
Tell me, Steve, doesn't that sound fun, though?
Absolutely.
That's what I'm thinking.
Now you have to be at least 12 years old, obviously, because you're talking about firearms.
So if I shave, I'm not going to be able to go.
But you have to be at least 21 years older to go for the weekend class for 2 nights lodging, all meals, Friday night reception, Saturday and Sunday classes, and a few surprises.
Ooh.
Total cost is
course.
$425 per person.
Yeah, it's a waste of money to me.
But you can do it in groups and get discounts.
I mean,
it's just
that's not a bad, like I said, I know it's zombie thing, but it's not a bad price for the meals, receptions, the lodging, and all that. I mean, all that's included in that price.
Pointless.
That's not a bad deal, but it would be fun.
It would be fun.
Go there, tactical training. You're getting to shoot crossbows. You get shooting whatever else they have there. That'd be a pretty neat thing to do.
I would definitely do it for fun. Like if me and Jim, for example, had like an extra like $300, I'd be like, let's go. Like, you would build like an awesome memory out of that. I'd be like, remember whenever we killed all the zombies?
Remember we went to zombie survival course?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It'd
Like,
be
I
neat.
would so do it, like as a vacation idea. You know, rather than spending $150 at some other resort, let's go zombie hunting.
Yeah, but Steve, would you do that?
I don't know if I'd actually do it though.
What?
That's what it sounds fun, but would you really want, put that money towards it when you could be buying something cool? Like
Well, the
Amazon?
money, money seems a little high. I mean, it's
Actually,
gonna
not
take it,
really,
but
considering most hotels, the cheap ones, are $89.
a
night.
You find it, and one for $89.
Yeah, that's cheap. So, I mean, it's actually a lot cheaper than going to
What are
a
you talking
hotel.
about? I pay like $65 when I take my things somewhere. I didn't want to swear.
But like, if you look at it like from the perspective, like that of other companies that do somewhat similar things without all the extra, it's not that expensive.
No, because you're getting everything. You're getting the free. You're getting the lodging included the meals. 3 meals a day, the receptions, plus the training. Which even if it's not zombie thing, the training you can use in real life anyway. Especially the what was that? The technical training. It'd be self-defense training in real life. So you do at least even though it's for zombie, but you still walk away with something.
They make it real fun. I like it. I like
make
it.
it fun, but you still can walk away with something like especially with the tactical training.
Right.
You still walk away with that. So some guy comes up to you, or some girl, like G-Wild, comes up to you and is like, hey, Mike, and you can, like, tactical train her butt to the ground and be like, yeah, that's what I learned.
Guess they're kneeing her in the head.
Yeah.
Wow. Thanks.
It's like, I learned it from UFC. Or Pride, Fighting Championships, whichever. Hey, Jim.
Hey, what?
Do you remember when you were talking about PlayStation,
I thought we were going to talk about fishing.
yeah, Fishing All-Stars? Do you remember when you were talking about PlayStation All-Stars?
Heck yeah.
And we had a little discussion about, like, who could be in it?
Right.
Well, the IMDb page listed some names for the PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, including, obviously, Nathan Drake, because Nolan North always
Yeah, I
plays
heard
him.
about that.
David Hayter for Solid Snake. Eric Layden as infamous as Cole McGrath, which is popular for Sony. And here's a good one. Jerry Lambert as fictional executive Kevin Butler. Remember from all the PlayStation commercials? Please say you remember the PlayStation commercials. He was always the one in the blue suit, or the blue shirt suit, and he was always like a smart ass. Oh, Steve, do you remember him, Kevin Butler?
I'm old.
I really can't say I do.
Oh my god! What the heck?
I'm not alone.
I
Okay.
like how nobody even bothers asking me. No.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
I would show Steve a picture, but I can't.
Because you don't even remember the PlayStation.
I know, but now,
I played the
show me the
PlayStation. I used
picture.
to play Tomb Raider.
Wait, no, we're talking about just last year.
Oh. Not bad.
Yeah, I remember him now, yeah. See,
He does all the, he does
other ones, don't he? Like, not just PlayStation?
I've seen him in other commercials. Now he got more
I
popular.
thought he did. Oh, I know. I can't think of him. I thought I didn't know if he
He-
did one for
I-
Verizon or Comcast or something.
No, I don't think I've seen him on
know.
that. But no, but I always liked him as a character on his commercials. He's really funny. He's like a good spokesman for it. But yeah, so there's some names thrown around for PlayStation Battle Royale, which maybe will take over Super Smash Brothers. Who knows? I want to
Might.
play it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really
It'd be
do.
fun.
Yep.
Good times.
Did you guys hear about the 220 million Battleship flop? Sinks not only Universal Pictures, but Activision game.
No, I didn't hear about this. I was really
No.
looking forward to this movie.
Yeah, Activision drastically reduced the number of games it's released. The
Yes.
company is remaining focused on like Call of Duty and
Big games.
attractions, Call of Duty, Black Ops 2, and the popular Skylanders. Toys.
Skylanders!
And Universal sunk 220 million into it too.
There's how much Battleship pulled in over the weekend.
I'm not sure. 25.4 million.
Ooh, that is
That
real low
is it.
for a big movie,
Mhm.
budgeted movie. Man, I thought that movie was going to do at least better. I know a lot of people were like, I don't want to see it. Well, I did
think
want
it
to see
did
it.
well, like decent overseas, but it's not doing too good.
People thought I was crazy. I want to go see that movie. Oh, somebody didn't turn their phone off. Good, Gwen.
But it's
Gwen
yeah,
always fails.
That's low. That's a low for the
I thought it
weekend.
looked interesting.
It does.
It looks like a
looks
mix of
good.
Transformers and army stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I wanted
Alien
to watch
Transformer. Aliens robot stuff. I want to watch it. I might go to the theater and watch it. No, wait, I'm broke.
That's low. That surprises me.
It's not a good number. G-Bob, why did you do that?
I didn't do anything. It's not my fault. Stuff happens. Maybe they shouldn't have made it about Battleship.
Well, you said a lot of people that, companies like you said put a lot of money into that, expecting big payoff, and it's not. They're considering, I guess, as a flop.
I could have told them beforehand.
Like my fish does when I catch them, they flop. Just had to throw that in there.
Yeah, but your big flop is actually considered a victory.
Hey, did you guys hear that awesome that the guy that put those 8 floppy drives together and made the Game of Thrones theme song?
That was awesome.
Yes.
Oh, that was good stuff. I don't know how he did it exactly. I mean, he got to program them. I didn't really. Steve, I know you were looking into more of the other stuff he did.
Yeah, I listened to a few of the other ones. I mean, some of them were pretty good. Some of them were like, this ain't that great.
It was just cool to see, like,
But I mean, still, just considering that he does it with floppy drives, it's pretty epic.
Oh man! And I was listening. I was like, "This isn't. What's he gonna do?" Like, gotta make the grinding
pretty
noise.
good. I mean, you showed me the video for it and stuff, and it was pretty neat to see that.
Yeah, that was
8
cool.
floppy drives. But it did come out pretty good though for the Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
It did. It worked.
I was like, man, I don't know how you program that. Granted, Joe's old floppy drives were loud.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's like, how much extra time this is. I'm like, he's either one of two things. He's either retired or he's living in his mom's basement.
Or he's awesome. Or he's like totally awesome.
Either way, he could be totally awesome. He's either retired or living in his mom's
Or
basement.
it's just a cool little side project. Why do you gotta be so mean?
Yeah.
How
Don't
much
be a hater.
time?
Don't be a
I'm
hater.
not a hater. That is a lot of free time.
Oh, probably. But yeah, like you said, I always remember back in the day starting the old computers up. Mm-hmm.
Here, talking about the floppy drives, I got a little list here. It's pretty funny. Of life before the computer.
Oh, what? I don't know what you're talking about now already. I gotta leave this conversation.
What? This,
Life before the computer.
I've heard rumors
there
of this.
was?
Well, Gwen wasn't born yet. So.
As I said, I've heard rumors that
Now
there
you
was
just gotta
once a
wait.
time.
This was when memory was something that you lost with age.
Yes.
An application was for employment.
Mm-hmm.
A program
know
was a
what that
TV
is.
show.
Yeah.
A cursor used profanity. A keyboard was a piano.
Yeah.
A web was a spider's home.
Yep.
A virus was a flu.
Mm-hmm.
A CD was a bank account.
Yeah.
A hard drive was a long trip on the road. A mouse pad was where a mouse lived.
Yeah.
And if you had a 3.5-inch floppy, you just hope nobody found out.
You know what this tells me? Is that we need to start coming up with new creative names to call stuff.
Yeah, really, right?
It's got to be a point because now you're more like you hear those terms, you don't think of that.
You don't.
Stuff.
Yeah, you don't think of the old
You just
stuff.
automatically think, somebody says, blah 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 on the keyboard. I think computer. And
If
they're
you
like,
don't think
no,
computer,
you
you
know,
don't think piano.
Right. They'd be like, no, on my piano keyboard. Because I remember we had them.
Yeah, whatever you
You know,
want
we
to
always call them keyboards.
Yep.
Now you say keyboard, be like, what?
That's actually an interesting point.
Mm-hmm.
You don't call it like you say CD. You're not thinking like a bank thing. I forget what it's called for the bank. You're thinking.
Yeah, there's CDs.
I know there is. I'm saying I don't know the name for it though.
They're just called CDs.
Yeah.
That's gotta be
Yeah.
an abbreviation for something.
CD. It's a CD. It's an actual CD.
No.
What?
What are you talking
Don't
about?
tell me no.
You're talking like you're going CD like you're like music thing. I'm talking about the bank thing. CD stands for compact disc.
I'll compact your disc.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you
Oh,
will.
what is it?
I know, I can't think of it, but no, like it's you invest your money in those.
Yeah, I can't.
Which is a great thing to do nowadays. Whew.
Yeah, it is.
My
actually.
money in my back pocket doesn't let me.
Yeah.
I have an IRA that's about to close on me if I don't start putting money in it.
Certificates of deposit.
There you go. He's got it down. So that's it. And so if you think of that, you think of that. But now you think of compact disc. Which, of course, now it's going to be like, no, we don't know what CD is at all because it's going to be MP3 or digital download.
Yeah, CDs be disappearing.
You shut your mouth over there.
Most people don't even know exactly what all these names represent, like CD, like really for compact disc. Most people are just name associated now.
I'm sorry
People
that I
just
know
go way past that
all
because
this
we're beyond
information.
that.
Yeah,
Hit
but it
out to
also
the
makes you wonder
streets
how many people
and be like, "What does CD mean?"
don't know
Yeah.
what an actual CD is short for.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Exactly.
That's why I said we
And
should
like
hit the
everything's
streets
just
with
name
the
associated now
with the
because it's been
words
around
and
for
be
so
like,
long.
"What do you think this is? What's it mean?"
All right, well, that was all good
They'd be like,
stuff.
go get me a compact disc, and I'd be like, what?
Yeah. It's like when you say vinyl and they're like, what? Siding? That was good. Good news stuff. Let's get to new releases though.
Now it's time for new releases.
New releases. Space.
Yay. Up first is Iron Front Liberation, 1944 for the PC.
I don't know. Last week was a pretty good release week. I'm betting this one sucks.
Yeah, actually, it kind of
No,
does.
it's okay, depending on. No, it's not bad. Iron Front Liberation, 1944, as players take on the role of a Russian or German infantryman.
It's just
Here
Russian.
we go, using teamwork, tactical skill, and
Russian
athletic
guy.
war machines to battle for victory.
Yeah, doesn't sound
I will
interesting.
rip your heart out.
Doesn't sound
Eat it.
interesting.
Doesn't sound Scottish.
I am Scottish.
Why you gotta bash my people?
Yeah.
I am part of your people,
Quit
man.
people bashing.
Morrison clan. Right on. That's right, homies. Watch your backs.
You don't have enough hair in your legs to be Scottish.
I shave it. I'm undercover.
Next,
She's a spy.
Russian spy.
Mario Tennis Open 3DS for 3DS.
Probably gonna be
Tennis,
fun,
ping,
but
ping,
no interest.
pong, pong, pong.
Mario Tennis Open allows players to instantly jump into the multiplayer
It's
fun, locally
Mario.
or online, as their me or their favorite Mushroom Kingdom character.
I want to be queen of the mushrooms.
Go outside, you will be. They're starting to grow. But it'd probably be a fun game, but I wouldn't really. I don't have no money to buy it. Or would I want to anyway if I did. Next.
Dragon's Dogma for the Xbox 360.
Supposed to be pretty
and
good.
the PS3.
I would say this one actually, I don't know much about it, but it actually looked interesting.
It does look good. I mean, all guys, Dragon Dogma is an all new franchise which defines the action genre.
I've heard good things about it. I've heard people talking about how
I've
great
seen a
it
lot of
is.
advertisements. That means
Yeah.
it's popular.
Yes. That means it's popular. Just like Battleship was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Next.
Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Future Soldier for the Xbox 360 and PS3.
There's a microphone in the side of you.
They
No?
can still hear me.
Probably.
Ubisoft squad-based shooter series returns with its advanced prototype weapons in both a single-player campaign and multiplayer modes. Tom Clancy's big games.
Big games, yeah, they are.
Yes.
They can't seem like they've gone downhill over the.
I wish I got more into them though, because it's like that's like the
Rainbow Six.
yeah. I played that hardcore. It's like the break because everything always comes out in November and stuff. You get all the other games, and this is like the break because now nothing's coming out. So it's
Right.
like, oh, here's another game. I just don't play it.
Ubisoft, I'm sure, so that would might be good. Next,
Dirt Showdown for the PC.
Dirt.
Dirt Showdown is an arcade spin-off of the Dirt series featuring over-the-top hoonigan, demolition, and race events.
Racing. Who cares? Somebody likes it though.
It's the Men in Black again with Aliens Crisis, the 3DS, 360, PS3, and the Wii.
We're already going nuts for this.
Men in Black is a standalone game set for release alongside a theatrical release of Men in Black 3.
Yeah, kind of figured it was coming.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what else we got?
Sorcery for the PS3.
Use your Move controller as a wand in this action-adventure game. Anything to be able to play with the Move.
Yeah,
I mean, who really plays the Move?
who plays with anything that deals with motion stuff anymore? Go next.
Eve Inferno for the PC.
Inferno is the major expansion to the EVE Online series.
Never
which is
played EVE Online.
nearby, but
Because it's an
it is a big game.
RPG, I think.
it is a big game. I'm sure a lot of people are waiting for this.
Probably.
Next.
Alan's Wake's American Nightmare.
It's not Alan's Wake, it's Alan Wake. American Nightmare for the PC,
PC.
because it came out on the
Alan
Xbox
Wake's
already.
American Nightmare. Remedy Entertainment's standalone digital spin-off for the Xbox Live Arcade will include a relentless, intense arcade mode called Byte Till Dawn.
Yeah, like I liked Alan Wake a
Byte
lot.
Till
So
Dawn.
apparently, American Nightmare was actually pretty good.
Byte Till Dawn.
Didn't try it though.
I think I played that game.
You played a little bit of it, yeah.
Yeah.
It was great. I loved the Alan Wake. I thought it was great. Is that all we got?
The Hunger Games Adventure.
Okay, that sounds crappy already.
for the
PC.
PC.
The Hunger Games Adventures is an adventure-based social game where fans can explore the world of Panem and the setting for the Hunger Games
Trilogy.
Trilogy.
There you
I
go.
was going to say trilogy.
Trilogy.
Trilogy. I made a
Ah,
new word.
Next.
And this one's for my pappy. He loves this game. Roller Coaster Tycoon 3D for the 3DS.
Roller Coaster Tycoon 3D is an upcoming construction and management simulation video game developed by Nspace.
Upcoming like 10 years ago, but yes, that's a really, really classic game. I mean, people freaking love that game.
Oh my gosh, my
Oh, yeah.
pappy, like, I don't know how old he is, but I know he's old. And
shame
he
for him.
loves that game. He
Good.
loves that game. I'm like, my pappy is like the awesomest.
I want to
person.
see people flying off the thing. Okay, go next.
Defender Chronicles 2 for the
iPhone.
iPhone.
Promises up to the ante even further as players defend the land of Athelia from marauding orcs and other enemies.
Okay, it sounds boring. Next.
And then Joyride Turbo.
Don't care.
Xbox 360.
Connect.
Shoot them shoot
Oh,
them
I
zombirds.
Okay, back to Joyride. Features several different modes, including a new stunt park, and generally sounds of a lot more like the Joyride. You know,
Yeah.
original one. Not much difference. No, next.
That's it.
No, you can say shoot the
It's
zombie
okay.
bird. Okay,
It's
never mind.
okay.
Shoot the zombie birds is for the iPhone. Imagine that every bird that you ever shot down and shoot the birds has returned as a zombie, and in their thirst for revenge, they are now devouring the earth and its pumpkins.
Boring.
That's it.
What's your app of the week, real quick? Hurry up. We gotta get out of here.
Is Fashion Story.
Oh no.
It's got little people.
That's right, because she's been
It's
sitting there
got
staring
little
at it the whole
people.
time.
Yep.
And then they come in there, and then they buy my clothes, and then I'm like, yeah, make me rich.
Okay.
Beep.
Wow. That's cool. Steve, anything interest you this week?
Not really.
No, maybe Dragon's Dogma, but that's about it. What about you guys? No? Okay. You don't have
Not
an opinion
really.
now. Yeah.
Not really.
So we're out of time here. We're really probably cutting it close here, and this is just going to make me have to work even harder. I don't
We
any
like
of
to
you.
make Mike work.
Yes. Well, watch one of these times. It's just not going to be very good.
We'll throw on like an unedited version.
I
Like,
want-
here you go.
Yeah, here you go. I want my 30-minute shows now. All right, so for Byte this, episode 10 is your ADHD Mike. There's T-Wow. The T-Wow.
Bye.
They've been to Buddha.
See you later.
Guys.
Were you just doing something?
Okay. All right, see you guys later.
Peace.
Later.